Family YouTube coming at you with DVS Ventures, and today we're gonna. Kiddo, can you give me a minute? You want to be in the video with me?
Yeah.
All right, come here. Come say, look at the camera. I know it's a huge volleyball. Say hi to the camera. Say hi, people.
Hi, people.
Say subscribe to my daddy's channel.
Subscribe to my daddy's channel. Look.
So anyway, this is my first remodeling project, and we'll start here. This is what the door used to look like. Oh, by the way, we had to do this twice because I screwed it up so bad the first time that I ended up having to do it twice.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't perfect. My mom let me have my head on it, and my friend's dad helped me out with a lot of it. But for the most part, he pushed me to figure things out on my own. So this is where it all started. So he helped me pre-hung. It's a pre-hung door, and we installed it. But he helped me stain the door, and which is why it looks so nice. Come on in. So first thing I want to talk about is this threshold piece. This was something that didn't get installed for years later on. And this flooring. Now this floor is, I think I mentioned in the video, I was 14 years old when I did this. So yeah, the floor is not perfect. As you can tell, all the seams are every other board, but for a 14-year-old it seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, and right here, look at this. I didn't actually know how to cut around it, so I just butted it up against the tile. This room was two different colors. First it was blue, then it was green. I could not cut the lines to save my life, so what I did was I actually put 2-inch tape all the way around, and I convinced myself that it's gonna look like crown molding. What else did I do? Okay, so this used to be really dark, and I ended up sanding this down by hand with sandpaper that I could find in the garage, which was, a lot of it was automotive stuff, which most of you know that was like 2000 grit, and it just took forever. It took forever. And when I got to right about here, my friend's dad, he's like, "Oh, I have a sander, would you like to use it?" So I used the sander from like here the rest of the way. So anyway, he also helped me stain that, and the closet. Now the first time I did the trim, I didn't have any tools, and the miters I actually used. I used like I don't even remember what it was. It was some sort of like for math, something that had a 45-degree angle, and I drew a line and I just tried to cut it best I could. So it looked like crap. So he actually came in and helped me redo all that. And then the closet, this was the best I could do at the time. It was a curtain.
Mommy, last time.
2 curtains.
Last time.
And what else did I do? Yeah. That's it. I hope you liked it. Don't judge me too harshly. The what now?
What's the lesson?
Nothing. There's no lesson in this. This is just showing you something cool.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah. Oh, did we talk about the fan? I don't know if we
did not.
talked about the fan. So this fan took me about 3 to 4 days to figure out how to assemble the dang thing, and I'm surprised it's held on this long. I mean, I did it right, and now this was probably before. Well, even if YouTube was around, I wasn't using it. So there's a good chance that YouTube was around. We didn't have a computer or whatever at the time. You know what? I just remembered something else. Check this out. So back in the day, I don't know if you remember, the classrooms had these big TVs that were about this big. And I was going to install one of those in my room and put it right there. Never got around to it. And then flat screens came out and all that. So don't know where this picture came from or why it's here, but it's covering those holes up. So if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and totally on plan, and enjoy.
Tell us a funny story about your first project.
Oh, okay, funny story about my first project. The minute I started, about 10 minutes into it, I completely regretted it because I underestimated how much work it actually was. And I think in total it took me probably 5 to 6 months to complete this room, from demo and tearing out the old, I think it was carpet, and it's concrete under here, so I had to take off all the tack strips for the carpet. There was. Let me close this door. There's a party going on upstairs. What else?
You foot.
Oh, good hit. All right, volleyball time. Let's go. So I regretted it. It was way over my head, and I had no help, and I didn't have any tools. We had to make do with whatever I could find in the garage. Now, thankfully, my dad is a mechanic, so he was able to have some pliers. And here, come here. Why don't you stay in the video with me?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta finish this video. So I'm sorry. What was your original question?
What is the funny story? The funny story is that you regretted it immediately. Almost.
Almost. No, not almost. It was like a couple minutes into it. I'm like, what am I doing?
What would you say to somebody who is tackling their very first project?
At what age?
Any age.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah, kiddo.
Are you able? I can talk to you in the picture.
Yeah, I'm in the picture.
Hey, Dad, I love you.
I love you too.
So sweet.
So,
Mommy.
what would I say?
Mommy.
Watch YouTube videos. Learn a lot before you start.
Video on YouTube.
And actually, a lot of things that I've learned was just off of YouTube because I was young at the time. I didn't know how to do any of it, so I had to find a ways to make it all work. And so by 16, 17 years old, I was already at that point. I was able to do a lot more things than most 16-year-olds can, and so I started doing little side jobs like handyman services for people. Just about all the neighbors on my parents' street. There's probably 3 or 4 houses that I have not been into to do something for someone. So definitely do your research, and when you are done estimating on how much your project is going to be, add 10% to it because there's always unexpected things that you gotta almost anticipate coming. So once again, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit that little bell, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Mommy.